Well, it's time for my impressions for today. Also, we're going to have a nice short slot on my impressions today. I'm going to pick up from the interview with Graham Utian from Switch. What I was thinking about here was the fact that one of our most important functions as owners of businesses is to actually employ the right people. Because think about it, if you employ the wrong people, it creates not just misery, but it also doesn't grow the business to where you want it. If you find the great people, they have the ability to take your business in a completely different direction. So your role as founder, as CEO, as MD, whatever you want to call yourself, is to actually be quite involved in choosing the right team, particularly in the early years of the business. So there is a common saying that a team people choose a team people. So when you choose somebody who is really, really good, they choose other people who are really, really good. And B team people choose C team people. So if you make the mistake of choosing a B team person, somebody who's really not that good, and they come into your organization, very often they will choose somebody who is worse than them, and so you set the rot in terms of your skill set in the business. So 4 things to think about when interviewing, and 4 things to think about when employing your team. Number 1, I always employ for attitude first. Number 1 is attitude. Without the right attitude, really it's a non-starter. So when you're interviewing this person, do they feel like they've got the right attitude, that they've got a positive attitude? And of course, many people, when they're presenting to you, are going to give that impression. It's about you asking very deep questions to try and take the layers off to see where this person has proved that they have a great attitude. Number 2, you're employing for skills. Do they have the right skills for the job that you are looking for them? Do they have the not just the skills for now, but the skills for the future? I always like to employ people who have got more skills than required for the job at hand. That means that when the business grows and their job grows, they have the skill base to do that. Number 3 is the experience. I employ for experience. Experience, of course, cuts days, months, years off your learning curve, and of course makes it a lot cheaper and a lot more effective to make decisions. So when you're employing people, do they have the experience in the place that you're looking for? And finally, I suppose it relates to all the above, is the ability of that individual to grow. So very often you find people who are very happy, they're very good at what they do, but they don't want to grow their role, they don't want to take on more responsibility. As a small business owner, you've got to be employing people who are wanting to grow and to grow their responsibility.